Listen to me very carefully. This is for you. Right now, if there's a 1-cent Lincoln wheat penny near you, and the date ends in a 3, do not spend it. I'm serious. People throw these copper penny coins into tip jars, vending machines, cash drawers, and loose change trays every single day. And that's exactly how silent fortunes disappear. Because the truth is, most 1-cent wheat penny coins do not look rare. That's the trap. They blend in, they get ignored, and they pass through people's hands every single day without anyone realizing what they might actually be worth. But behind closed doors, collectors are quietly and aggressively searching for certain 1-cent Lincoln wheat penny. And when the right one shows up, the prices can be absolutely shocking. Real auction numbers, real collector demand, real money. The kind of prices that make no sense, unless you know the hidden secret nobody talks about. And that's exactly why these coins are so easy to miss. Because the less people know, the easier they are to spend by mistake. So stop what you're doing and check your pocket change right now. Because in this video, it only gets rarer, scarier, and more valuable as we go. Stay with me until the very end. This is SF Coins USA, and these coins might just change everything. Next up, coin number 1. The 1950 D. Lincoln wheat penny, a small copper piece with a connection to a changing world. The Lincoln wheat penny was introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln, symbolizing unity and strength. It became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Its design remained iconic for decades. On the front, Lincoln's portrait stands strong, while on the reverse, 2 wheat stalks represent growth, prosperity, and the foundation of a nation. Now step into 1950. The world was moving forward after a time of global conflict, and everyday life was returning to normal. The 1950 D penny, struck at the Denver Mint and marked with a small d, was produced in large numbers for daily use. Millions of these coins entered circulation, making them very common during that time. Because of this high production, most 1950 D pennies found today are not rare. In circulated condition, they often show wear, scratches, and a darker color from years of handling. Many people describe them as dirty, but in reality, this is simply the natural aging process of copper over time. But here is where the story becomes interesting. In coin collecting, value is not only about age, it is about rarity, condition, and unique features. Even a common coin like the 1950 D penny can become special if it has the right characteristics. Collectors carefully search for high-grade examples, coins that have survived decades without heavy wear. A 1950 D penny with sharp details, strong lettering, and original reddish color is much more valuable than a worn one. The difference between an average coin and a well-preserved coin can be significant. There are also mint errors and varieties that can increase a coin's value. These may include double dies, off-center strikes, or other unusual features created during the minting process. While these are rare, they're the hidden treasures that collectors are always hoping to find. The copper composition of a 1950 D penny gives it a bright red color when new. Over time, exposure to air and handling causes it to darken into shades of brown. This natural process is called toning, and many collectors actually prefer coins with original toning because it shows authenticity. One of the biggest mistakes people make is cleaning their coins. A 1950 D penny may look dull or aged, but cleaning removes the original surface and reduces its value. In coin collecting, originality is far more important than appearance. A natural coin is always more desirable than one that has been polished. Now let's talk about the powerful idea that a coin like this could make you rich overnight. This belief is exciting and keeps people searching through their coins with hope. But the reality is more balanced. Most 1950 D pennies are not rare and will not bring life-changing money. However, coins in exceptional condition or with rare features can still be worth much more than ordinary examples. The key is understanding what makes a coin different, details that many people might miss. Imagine holding 1950 D penny in your hand. It may have passed through shops, markets, and pockets during a time when the world was rebuilding and moving forward. It is not just a coin, It is a small piece of history that has traveled through time. Coins like this remind us that value is not always obvious. Sometimes, it is hidden in the smallest details, the condition, the strike, or a tiny error that makes a coin unique. The Lincoln Wheat Penny series remains one of the most beloved among collectors because it combines history, design, and the thrill of discovery. Even common dates like 1950 D play an important role in that journey. In the end, the 1950 D Lincoln Wheat Penny is both ordinary and meaningful. Most examples are common, but the possibility of finding something rare keeps collectors searching. And that is the real secret of coin collecting. It is not just about finding something worth millions. It is about understanding what you have, seeing what others overlook, and realizing that sometimes the smallest coin in your hand can hold a story far greater than its value. Next up, for more than 5,000 years, coins have moved silently through human history, carrying the weight of economies, the memory of nations, and the hidden stories of everyday life. They pass from one hand to another, often unnoticed, yet each one holds a connection to a moment in time. And among these small but powerful pieces of history, the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark stands as a quiet witness to a world on the edge of transformation. The Lincoln Wheat Penny was introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln, a leader whose legacy shaped the identity of a nation. This coin became the first in American history to feature a real person, making it more than currency. It became a symbol. On the front, Lincoln's portrait reflects strength and calm, while the reverse shows two wheat stalks representing growth, resilience, and hope. Now step into the year 1941. The world was standing at the edge of global conflict, with tension rising and uncertainty growing. This penny was created during a time when history was about to change dramatically. The 1941 penny with no mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, where coins traditionally carried no mint mark. Many people today think this is an error, but it is actually completely normal for coins from that mint during that period. Millions of these coins were produced and used in daily life. Because of this, most 1941 pennies found today are common and show signs of wear. Smooth surfaces, faded details, and darker tones from decades of handling. Many call them dirty, but this is simply the natural aging of copper over time. But here's where the story becomes truly engaging. In the world of coin collecting, even a common coin can hold unexpected value if it has the right characteristics. The 1941 penny is a perfect example of how small details can make a big difference. Collectors search carefully for high-grade examples, coins that have survived decades with minimal wear. A 1941 penny that still shows sharp details, clear lettering, and original reddish color is much more valuable than a worn one. The difference between an average coin and a well-preserved one can be surprising. There are also rare mint errors and varieties that can turn an ordinary coin into something special. These include double dies, off-center strikes, or unusual markings created during the minting process. While these are rare, they're the true hidden treasures that collectors are always hoping to discover. The copper composition of the 1941 penny gives it a rich red color when new. Over time, exposure to air and handling causes it to darken into shades of brown. This natural process is called toning, and many collectors appreciate it because it shows the coin has not been altered. One of the biggest mistakes people make is cleaning their coins. A 1941 penny may look dull or aged, but cleaning removes its original surface and reduces its value. In coin collecting, originality is everything. A naturally aged coin is always more valuable than one that has been polished. Now let's talk about the powerful belief that a coin like this could make you rich overnight. This idea spreads quickly because it is exciting and full of hope. While it is true that some rare coins have sold for high prices, the reality is more balanced. Most 1941 pennies are not rare and will not bring life-changing money. However, coins in exceptional condition or with rare features can still be worth significantly more than ordinary examples. The key is understanding what makes a coin different details that many people overlook. Imagine holding a 1941 penny in your hand. It may have passed through shops, markets, and pockets during a time when the world was preparing for major change. It may have been part of everyday life during a moment that would soon shape history. Coins like this are not just objects. They're connections to the past. They remind us that history is not something distant. It lives in the smallest details around us. The Lincoln Wheat Penny series remains one of the most beloved among collectors because it combines simplicity, history, and the thrill of discovery. Even a common date like 1941 holds an important place in that story. In the end, the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark is both ordinary and meaningful. Most examples are common, but the possibility of finding something rare keeps collectors searching. And that is the real secret. It is not just about finding a coin worth millions. It is about understanding what you have, seeing what others miss, and realizing that sometimes the smallest coin in your hand can carry a story far greater than its value.